That is a crazy story. I can't believe they're gonna try and do this right now.
Spotify, dude. I mean, come on. This is okay. So I mean, the weird thing about this here is so obviously Spotify they filed a patent. This patent was filed back in 2018, by the way, so it was just granted,
Hmm.
like on the 12th of January. But anyway, it's like for speech recognition. Now, that's not unusual because, I mean, Apple with Siri, Alexa, Google Home, all that works. But is that
Hmm.
is did you hear Alexa?
There you
Wait a minute,
go.
you need to.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, there you
There
go.
you go.
Right, see, it's working. Um, there you go. But it's not. I mean, it's not anything. It's not new. But I mean, they're using it with their products, and it's
Hmm.
just a whole ecosystem. This is just one specific product. A streaming
Yeah,
service.
yeah. And,
So
and so like, I think they're trying to figure out a new way to use their streaming service to compete with the assistants that we have, which we can't mention because they're going to go off right now. But so I think that they're trying to use like to leverage whatever stuff they're getting because they have to. Amazon has their own thing, and Apple has their own thing, and they have their own music services as well. And I think that I think for especially for Spotify, they made a huge gamble on podcasts, and so far it hasn't paid off. So they're trying to make another reason why you need the service, and this looks like it's it. Eavesdropping.
a big data grab. But it's weird
Yeah.
because it's like, um, again, Apple has a complete ecosystem built
Hmm.
around Siri. They have
Yeah.
phones, they have a watch, they have
Hmm.
computers, they have laptops, they have, iMacs, they have
Hmm.
Apple Home speakers. This is devices and software. This is
Hmm.
just a software, music streaming service. So, one of the real interesting things about this here is they speak about, you know, uh, retrieving, they call it environmental metadata, which is like, if you're looking at this here, it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe there's a bus or a metro near you or something like that. Maybe there
Hmm.
is a coffee shop. I mean, so they're not just picking up your voice, they're also
No,
picking
they're
up,
they're getting everything. What are you doing? Who's doing it
dude,
next to you? Everything.
just I mean, if it's weird, but and a lot of Hollywood did this sort of stuff. They were like, hey,
Hmm.
the CIA analysts would say, like even in the Born, supremacy and things like that, or
Yeah, yeah. They're
ultimatum,
picking
they
up
would say,
phones.
right, they're like, okay, wait a minute, there's a bus, passing by, they hear it in the audio recording.
Hmm.
This is what they're doing, Why
Well, this is
does
the thing
like,
is that it's not new technology. This has been around for 20, 30 years almost that this
right,
kind of stuff is available. Now they're just making it so that it's for everyday use now. And I think that's the difference because I think the government's been using this kind of thing for a while to track people, but it hasn't been for commercial use yet. And I think people are comfortable to some degree. I shouldn't go overboard with this, but like to some degree, if the government's catching bad guys with this kind of thing, people were like, you know what, do what you got to do. But when it shifted over to Amazon and all this other stuff, when they made it their own assistants, people were kind of skeeved out about it. And I used to do well back when we had business. I used to do office parties and corporate stuff, and giving away those the personal devices was one of the biggest prizes they give away. Everybody's super excited to get one, and there was always this potential that you can use it for. And realistically, it's what's the weather? Turn the lights down and play some music. That's really what they're using it
that's
for.
it, right?
And if you got to close the door, maybe.
Mhm.
But like the idea was, well, we're gonna fix your bed or whatever, like this extra stuff,
Yeah,
and the extra stuff hasn't come, and they're
it's
just
weird.
expanding it, they're adding it to everything now. But like, I want the extra stuff. I want to fix my bed. I want to close the windows. I want the,
Right.
what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
give me the extra stuff. I don't want this listening thing. But like, you can't get around it right now. It's
Right.
coming. Your phone is doing it too. So.